Hello everybody and welcome to the Elite Dangerous live stream tonight. Well, for the eagle-eyed of you out there, you'll have spotted already that what? Don't
Puns?
look, I'm starting. It's not even a pun. It's just I'm literally reading out what it's called. Tonight we're going to be investigating some new content, some new mysterious things that have turned up in the Pleiades sector.
Yes.
I'm joined by not one but two co-pilots tonight.
Hello.
In the Fair de Lance cockpit, we have lead server developer. On our screen.
Yes.
We're in, which I probably should get updated for Chieftain, shouldn't I?
Yes.
Yes.
We can't get one for every single.
To be fair, I prefer the luxury of the Fair de Lance.
It's very nice, honestly. It's very roomy, but we're getting quite cosy and all nice up here.
Yeah.
But anyway, sorry, lead server and the one in the lab coat. It is Dav Stott. How are you doing, Dav?
Good evening, everybody.
Very good. Have you got any interesting server-side facts for us this evening?
Not yet, but I'm sure we can come up with a few by the end of the live stream.
Fantastic. And as well, to my immediate right, to your stage left, we have... He's the Jeange Prince. He's got a lovely ginger beard. His name... And he's a very talented man. He makes lovely little teddies himself in his spare time. And he's got a very soft and tender touch. Good evening, everyone. It's Steve Kirby.
Well, this escalated quickly.
Principal designer Steve Kirby.
Hi everyone.
And thank you to everybody who's here so far. We have Millstone Barn, we have Jessica Sonnet, we have Commander Spookster, Frederick Johansson, NetVice IT, Paul Archer, The Fatherhood, Steve Shaw, Kevin Blackburn. All of the best ones are here.
It could take a while to read out.
All of the
There's
best
a lot of
ones are
people in
here.
chat.
Just make sure you're aware that all of the best ones are here. Yes, if the sound's clipping a little bit, that's because these microphones are probably broken after years of me screaming into them. Don't worry, we've got some new ones on the way. But evening, and all of the best ones as well. Mic peaking, I'm sorry about
All
the
the
mic
best
peaking.
people, yes.
Everybody, stop being enthusiastic. Stop being so enthusiastic because you're making the mic peak.
Oh, sorry.
Be less enthusiastic. It's my problem. It's my fault for being so enthusiastic.
Yes.
But you are the best ones, and you as well. Yes. So, how first of all, how are you doing?
I'm good. Yeah, really good.
What have you been up to?
I can't tell you.
Okay. Well,
as usual.
Great.
I've been making content to put in the game.
Fantastic. And Dav, have you been also making content to put in the game?
I've been facilitating content,
That's
but mostly
fantastic.
we've been managing the release of the first chapter of Beyond,
Well,
which has been
incredible, right?
very incredible from the last week. So that's really where my team's focus has been.
Yeah.
So very, very quickly, before we get involved and show off some of this stuff that's been happening today in the community have been discovering some interesting things.
Yeah,
I need to be in there soon, apparently, I've been told, by some sources.
Yeah.
Basically, of course, yeah, like these guys said, 3.0 has just been released, and thank you so much for everyone for the feedback so far. Last week we got to show off, Will was streaming and he got to show off the some of the interesting things happening at the Guardian site.
Range, yeah.
Spoilery, but it is there live if you want to check those things out. But also, I wanted to say a quick word. We're going to be doing lots of live streams that focus around the content that's coming up, but as well, while we've got the chance to do so, and new stuff is coming in 3.0 and throughout the year, throughout Beyond, we thought we would take the opportunities to come and do this with you. So we'll have the feedback live streams, we'll have the Q&A live streams. But most importantly, we just want to spend time with you in the chat because you're lovely and you're the best. We like you a lot. All right. We'll talk to these guys in a bit, and there'll be a chance to talk to them later. But we have something to say. What are we doing today? Wow,
extreme
that was
close.
close.
That was very close.
What are we doing today?
Hands on the controls.
So today the community found some new installations.
Can you give me
the
an
Pleiades.
in-law description, please?
Okay.
The commanders that
The
we're
commanders,
exploring.
so
Thank
the
you.
commanders that were exploring the Pleiades discovered some new installations, codenamed Eagle Eye. So far they have found, I believe, 3. Eagle Eye 1, Eagle Eye 2 and Eagle Eye 6.
So how would it take too long to explain how they found these? Or?
Well, one guy originally said he was just in the right place at the right time and was exploring the system and stumbled across it.
No.
Yeah. Another one, I believe, was travelling to the Oracle and has found that in the same system. So yeah, people have basically been exploring and found them.
So can I just go a very quick notice as well? There is a little bit of a spoilery content. If you want to find these and discover these yourself, there's a tiny bit of spoilery content going on here, so do be cautious with that. So carry on.
Okay.
I'm supposed to be looking for something.
So you look in your contact
satellite?
panel.
Transmitter.
No, you're looking for the transmitter. So so the players notice that these are new scientific outposts, and that they had a transmitter at each one, and this transmitter emits a signal. So
They found Eagle 4 and 5 now.
they found Eagle 4 and 5 now. Well done. Well done. So so these have a transmitter which goes off at a certain time of day and transmits a message. So this message is these are actually Aegis stations funded from like the research CGs and things we've done. So this is the culmination of that, and having the link to Aegis, they've been set up to monitor Thargoid activity.
Oh,
There is a news.
found out through.
Well, there is a Galnet news release that Aegis are planning to release tomorrow.
Okay, so this is confirming that you've got an announcement.
Confirming what the players have actually discovered.
So which system is this in?
So this is in the HR 1185 system, I believe.
There you are.
So that's where this is.
Because I'm the only one who's going to be able to hear this.
Yeah, you're the
Actually,
only one
Dav, you can put those headphones on. You should be able to
I
hear
have to?
it. No, of
You
course
don't
not.
have to, but you'll be able to hear things.
It's fine.
Okay.
So,
The mad scientist Dav doesn't want to
yeah.
ruin his hair. I
so
understand.
yeah. Has it begun transmitting? So yeah, what Eddie's writing down is the code that the transmitter is actually displaying. This has been decoded by several players.
Does it repeat it?
It does.
Okay, cool.
It's weird.
November Golf Tango Juliet Kilo Foxtrot Kilo Echo Kilo Uniform Papa
That's right.
Sierra India Juliet Tango Echo Romeo Golf Quebec Golf Alpha Quebec Golf Romeo Delta Sierra Lima 1
How long does it go on for?
8
Long enough, yeah, to get the message across.
7 4 Hotel Sierra Juliet Victor Golf Papa Quebec Sierra India Tango Quebec Golf Uniform November India Golf
He's going to need a bigger battery.
Juliet
Shoot.
Quebec
I've written it
I
down.
think I've got it wrong as well.
Oh dear.
0
Well, so while Ed's re-listening to that, here we go.
Yeah.
Someone else has written it down for you, Ed.
That's the only bit I missed. 208 is the only bit I missed.
Nice.
All right, so I've got I roughly got it right.
You got
so,
it written down.
But I'm going to take that. I'm going to take
So I'm going to let the chat tell you.
the chat can tell me.
Hopefully,
I've
someone
been
in the
busy
chat-
working all day.
Yes.
Why have you guys not been at work?
So they have discovered these signals. So these signals basically contain a security cipher
Yeah.
and then a message.
Okay.
So you've just been fined for your illegal cargo, by the way. I just thought we'd let you know that.
Yeah.
So the point of these is these messages. So Aegis has been monitoring Thargoid activity,
Okay.
and what this message tells you is they have found something,
Okay.
and the players have been investigating what those things are.
Okay.
So, and here's a bit of a spoilery bit. So if you don't want to know,
Turn off now.
Turn off now.
But don't tell.
So don't, because we're
Just
all
cover your
lovely.
ears for a second.
Yeah. So these actually point to locations that the players have discovered, which have Thargoid origins, so Thargoid structures.
Mm-hmm.
So, and the message actually asks players to investigate those because there's some anomalous signals.
Who's
are
transmitting this
detected.
information?
Aegis.
Why are they transmitting this information?
They want. It's basically part of their helping us defend against the Thargoids.
Okay.
So this is basically them saying, look, we're researching this. We've set up these stations, and I'm kind of treading on the Galnet a little bit. So
Let's let the community
The
figure out that stuff themselves,
Galnet will
'cause it seems
explain
like
a lot of things.
it seems like Galnet are gonna start making some post about this kind of stuff.
Yes, they are.
And I don't want to tread on anyone's.
No, there's an official press release that's coming out for
Okay.
this. So
Very cool.
I don't want to get on that.
Aegis'
where-
own communications people are on it.
Yes, they're on it.
So
Yes.
where am I heading to?
Right. So with that message,
Yeah.
we wanted the players to
Work out where to
work
go.
out where to go.
So, players,
Well,
lovely community people.
lovely community people.
Tell me where to go based on
People
that
in the
information
chat.
that you took down.
If you can decode the.
So again, not spoiling it, but
No.
where might people look to sort of decode that sort of thing, or should we maybe?
Well, it's
No.
a little bit of knowledge of Caesar ciphers and things like that would
Okay.
help. I mean, I dare say,
Yeah.
use a third-party tool, but
Yeah.
or a notepad and try and work it out.
Look at yourselves.
It's a puzzle.
It's a puzzle.
It's a puzzle. So
Yeah.
please work it out.
Yeah. It isn't Rot 13.
No, it is not Rot 13. No.
So,
But it's similar. It's similar.
But you know
ideas.
where I'm going.
Roughly.
Okay.
Kind of.
Kinda.
Okay.
Can I see your notes, please?
My notes?
Yeah.
He can read it.
I can.
Yeah.
Well, whilst you translate
I don't know
that-
about that.
Dear God.
I know.
Yeah, have you got some? So Dav, welcome Dav. Hi Dav. While that's been
Absolutely.
translated,
Yeah.
you've got some things to say, have you?
Well, so first of all, I would like to assure the chat that Ed and I are not drinking Lemsip. We are actually drinking tea. Because
Okay.
that is of course the only drink of choice when presenting a live stream.
Absolutely.
I'm on Yorkshire tea. What about you? Ed?
Absolutely. There's only one tea for me, and that's
Yeah,
Yorkshire.
Yorkshire tea. Other teas are available, just not on this live stream. So we need to make that.
It's cheap notes.
I got my sheet notes. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Is that the most important thing? Was that the big important thing you wanted to say?
Well, me? Well,
Yeah.
I mean, there are other things I could say as well. Like somebody said that the layout that we just looked at looked like some of the stations they've seen in some of the CQC arenas. And the answer is yes. The CQC technology really helped us get this kind of content into the game. So
Yeah.
there are absolutely some similarities
Definitely.
with the technology behind the scenes, but the levels that Steve's team have created since CQC are worlds apart. They're
mostly unique.
very complicated.
Yeah, we've borrowed some bits, but
Yeah.
yeah, the more they come in,
Right, Dav's mic potentially might not be working.
will not be working.
Which is surprising to me because it is plugged in, so it should be.
Right.
Don't worry about it. Just don't be too enthusiastic.
Okay,
I've turned
I
you
won't
all
worry.
up, so
Right.
it's okay.
Can I point you?
It could be that you just maybe if you could just adjust it a little higher for up your sleeve. There you go.
There
There
we
we
go.
go. So, I'm going to send you to HIP 16440.
Okay.
Type it in.
Hip.
HIP.
Why you no work? Oh, wrong. It's on this keyboard actually. If you could do it for me.
All right, I can do
Okay.
that.
This is not the keyboard we're looking for.
We've got
Apparently
so
not.
many keyboards.
It is.
The other thing that I
No,
picked.
no, don't put that in.
Yeah. This is-
Did you nearly spoil it?
6.
Did you nearly do a spoiler?
No, I didn't.
No, it was just Freudian slips.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, if you, while you're in the Galaxy
I
map,
really hope I've got a
while you're in
fuel
Galaxy,
scoop.
if you go to your map screen,
Yes.
so your map configs,
Yes.
and if we send that to, where are we? Civilization.
Yeah.
So we've got a Thargoid point.
Mm.
So we,
Green.
so we want to head to the Thargoid point
Yes.
on there.
Oh boy, please have yourself a fuel scoop, Bill man. Do you not have one?
Oh dear Ed.
There'll be somewhere to stop on the way, right?
There'll
In the
be
Pleiades sector.
Yeah, there's loads of places to stop in the Pleiades sector.
Whoa!
We're going to be calling the fuel rats.
Yeah, fuel rats, stand by.
Stand by.
Stand by. Literally one.
Can we
like literally, we can probably go economical.
Well, why don't we filter
and I
it?
can
There we
make
go,
it.
you can make
I
it
can
with
make it that way.
economical.
Right.
It's only one more, and it's quite
It's a lot more jumps.
All right.
Hey, it's only 12. Let's do it.
Right,
We've got time,
whilst
right?
you're spending your time mostly in hyperspace.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, we're going there because it's a hip place to be, according to Ryan McCall.
Well,
Good joke.
there we go. Yes.
I approve.
Nice.
Indeed. So earlier on, Commander Spectator mentioned that it sounds a bit like Amazon's Alexa in space, and which brings us neatly onto another 3.0 feature, some of the Audio Galnet articles that some of you have enjoyed listening to.
Yes.
Some of the
Some of
technology.
the technologies have allowed us, from the things we've done with the number stations and
Yes.
other things, we've been able to get lots of text to TTS and text to speech stuff in for Alexa, and
Absolutely.
also having new stuff for voice packs and the Covas
Yes.
people and things like that.
Yeah. So yes, we're making sure that our voice technology keeps up to date. So Amazon Alexa helps us out in many ways, which is kind of cool.
I mean, it's nice that we can. I mean, everything we've been doing for the last few years has all kind of coming into place, so that we can create these bits of content which can take people from point A to point B via point C and D, and hopefully give you guys some fun content to play through.
Yeah, absolutely. So it's we've got the building blocks. It's just using them to tell stories, which is definitely the fun part. What else is worthy of note?
There's lots of noteworthy stuff.
Yeah.
Just to say what people have been talking about.
So
I could talk a little bit about last Tuesday, maybe, when we released
Yeah, please do.
patch 3.0. It's just because a couple of people talked to me directly on Twitter, but I thought it'd be more fun to talk to everybody. People were saying, so what actually does launch day look like for the Elite Dangerous development team?
Depends who you are.
It really does.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So from server team's point of view, if you can think of a thing, we probably had to upgrade it at some point during the day. So we try our best to keep the downtime to a minimum, because we're just as excited to get the game into your hands as you are to receive it. But in order to make sure that we upgrade everybody from 2.4 to 3.0, we have to have people out of the game so that we can upgrade your save games safely. Some things we can do online, like the server team did some really, really good work with migrating the history of which markets everybody in the game has ever docked at,
from the trade data,
and used it to unlock the trade data on the Galaxy.
Yeah, that was a big one.
We threw some servers at it, and we had it done within a pretty short amount of time. And the last few bits were done whilst people were online in the afternoon. So that was kind of a behind the scenes thing that people just take for granted. But there's also a fair bit of testing that goes on whilst the servers are offline. So whilst the servers are upgrading, we're also making sure that they upgrade correctly to make sure that everything works using the live copy of the Galaxy. I mean, we test it as best we can with our tested Galaxies and our development Galaxies, but we always want to make sure that everyone gets a really good experience, which is why it can sometimes take us just a little bit longer to get the game out into your hands every Tuesday.
I mean, it's a big thing to actually bring out these updates.
Yes.
I mean, from our side, making the content and getting it all done and put in the right place and settled, and then we can kind of almost take our foot off the gas, whereas you guys are just full tilt into
at which point we have to get it into your hands and then make sure that everything in Serverland stays happy and safe. Like for instance, player engagement, it's really exciting for this release. We're super humbled, but it did mean that, for example, on Sunday afternoon we didn't do as good a job as we would like, and we had to order up a bigger ship.
Yes, the servers were creaking.
They were busy.
Yes.
While you guys were talking, time passed and I arrived at the system.
Okay, so
I'm not seeing any bodies here or anything like that.
Well, you've not been to this system before, so you might need to do a bit of a honk.
I'll do some discovery scanning.
I'd do some discovery scanning.
Well, so would I, but I've got my basic discovery scanner.
So do a bit of
That's
honking.
good. I'm glad that I've got that. I'm glad that I sorted that before.
Yeah.
Yep.
There we go.
So we need to find some bodies. So
and that's Howard Chalkley in the chat. So we really had better behave now.
Oh, Howard.
Oh dear.
We love Howard.
I've only got one because it's only the basic one, so it's not seeing everything, which is driving me wild.
Excellent.
It could be that because I cheated. I don't know. Should I panic and jump out?
Well, I'm not sure how that's going to help.
That's not going to help you overly.
We'll see what happens.
No, all right.
But you need to honk and find the systems, find the planets, the bodies.
You really do.
Indeed. It's honk and find the bodies.
Here's a question. Out of curiosity, what kind of servers
honk
do
and
you
find
run?
the bodies while you do
We have
Q&A.
many servers. So
Xeons, ECC RAM, sorry.
okay, so they are running on Intel Xeons, but to be honest, the actual details of which CPUs are handled by Amazon Web Services. We rent their EC2 servers, and we don't just have one type. We have servers from many, many different families. They're generally Xeons, somewhere between 2.5 to 3.0 gigahertz, something like that. But it's more that when you're working at the scale of this, it's how many servers in parallel you have, not just how fast one individual processor is. Clearly that makes a difference. Like our game servers, the single-threaded performance is how many people we can fit on to give people a really good matchmaking experience to make sure that missions are as quick as possible. But by and large, it's how many servers we have rather than how fast an individual one is.
Yeah. Michael Dartmoor makes a very good point. Apparently, we have not done a good job training Ed.
No, you have done a good job training me. It's less that we just didn't set up my ship correctly before the stream.
Who went shopping?
It won't take us 1 minute to go and get this sorted out.
I bet it's full of Prosecco rather than Discovery
This is
scanners.
it. Yeah.
Look, I'm well aware of how to do an advanced discovery scanner in a system. I'm just
Sorry,
sorting things behind the scenes now while you guys keep the
Kevin McClure said Ed Honk is driving him wild.
Oh, okay, so that also escalated quickly.
lol. Yeah, fair enough. It's good, it's good.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
But yeah, any more questions? Keep them coming for these guys. I'll get that over.
Get out of the
here.
way.
Yeah, so we can read the chat.
Yes.
I'll be back in just a second with the game.
A few people have been asking about decimal places and factions and influence values.
Oh no, a few people have been asking about that.
They have,
It's funny
absolutely.
that you should be here when.
Indeed.
When that gets asked.
Yeah, so I can definitely say that we have read that you're asking.
No. That's mean.
I'm making no promises live on air.
Okay.
But we do hear you.
But off air he is making
everything
promises.
has been heard. Are all devs required to have a beard? You're
Yes.
not required,
But it helps.
but it helps. Yeah, let's keep the chin
Just
warm.
good for scratching. They don't turn we keep the.
It gives us something to pull. when
So
we-
guessing if you don't play the game like the rest of us do. A lot of us actually do play the
That's
game.
just such a frustrating thing to say. In fact, you know what? Right.
Stop!
No.
Stop. We've angered Ed.
It's not angry. It's just more like
No, we do.
I really enjoy playing Elite Dangerous. So stop saying that because it's not true.
Indeed. Like for instance, I when I was off work on Monday morning, I spent the morning playing the new engineers. My Cobra's frame shift drive is now 21 light years, not 20 light years.
Yeah, I bought a chieftain and made myself poor.
Yeah, me too.
And I will not be flying it because I can't afford the rebuy. So I'm back in my keelback.
Yeah.
It's fine. Osric did actually ask, is there any news for us CG types? Very quickly. So there are a couple of things that we can go into. So we do actually have some new toys that we can play with.
Yes.
Thank you to Derek and the server team for actually giving us those new toys.
Yes.
So we can do, and we will be doing at some point. No problem, no ETA on it. We can do illegal.
Still angry.
Don't be angry.
No, I'm
It's
not
lovely.
really. People are saying. We can breathe out, Ed. It's like.
No, we're going to be. We can do
take it very
illegal.
personally.
We can do illegal missions. CG. So things like pirating and smuggling will actually require you to have stolen or illicit goods to be able to hand them in. We've got some other new things that not quite ready to announce yet, but will be coming very soon, which are hopefully very cool.
Yep.
And hopefully, I'm going to go out on a limb and say we should be reopening player CG submissions sometime soon.
Incoming!
We are working. I'm working with Ed and Will and the community guys too. We've kind of gone through a lot of the backlog, and we want to reopen it to you guys, so that essentially we can work with you guys to get some more really cool CGs. But there'll be some slight changes to the way we kind of look through them and the way we do that. So, yep. So that should be coming.
Yeah. So,
could we please have a stream at some point about piracy, player piracy as a class? Yes.
Just get Dav dressed up as a pirate.
that might mean we'd have to have grog in the mugs rather than tea, though.
Ooh, I'm not sure we can.
like
we
it.
can spring for
I'm into
grog.
that.
No. Well, perhaps we could have fake grog.
Guys.
So tea. Yes.
Right. While you were busy talking.
Sorry, question here. What is a CG? A CG is a community goal. We host them every week, various places. So if you go to the mission board and go to the community goals section at the top of the mission board, you can find the community goals that are active that week.
while you guys were talking there, time passed, and while I was behind the scenes, I went back to a system. I bought an advanced discovery scanner, and I came back.
Awesome.
So I've got the bodies.
You've
now.
got the bodies now.
But as well, because I didn't actually decode the message myself, I'm actually unfamiliar of which planet I'm supposed to be going towards.
Yeah, you are, aren't you?
And you're really hoping that the community have told you which one it is.
Well, if I'm looking at the... Sorry, I don't want to use
that one.
That
Wrong
mouse.
mouse.
Wrong mouse. There we go. That's always useful. So one. Hang on, I've got to work this out now. Well, it's
Don't help him.
It's
Don't
number.
help him.
It's number one. So
number one.
it's planet
So it's
one.
planet one.
It is a moon of planet one.
Yeah.
And I'm going to say it is. Oh God, hang on.
Go on, you got this. You're going to say.
I want to say. Hang on. E.
You're correct. That is what somebody has said in the chat. Do we also have to find?
Sorry, it took me a little while to work out.
Decode your own
Decode
code.
my own code.
Decode your
Yeah.
own code. That's all right. Did you make
Yes.
this code? Did you actually specifically make this
I
code?
did actually make this code. Yes, I did write this code.
Wonderful stuff. All right.
So,
well, I'm going to
yes.
head there now.
Yeah.
Well
Yes,
done.
1E.
Very
There we go.
impressive. Cheater, says Prawns.
I didn't cheat. I actually read the code. So yes, no, it's one of the fun aspects that again we've been able to do with adding things like the number station, the listening post, various other things, being able to insert puzzles for you guys to work out.
Absolutely.
But, I enjoy doing it. It's a lot of fun.
So we have Jessica's on it saying there's no news on HUD colours being implemented with the game, guys. Stop just spamming the chat. We are aware that lots of people talk about it and lots of people want it, and we have passed that. Onto that information onto the developers, as we always do, and it's been taken into consideration. Absolutely, again, we hear you completely. With regards to less live streaming, more bug killing, that makes me laugh. If you wanted me doing bug killing, I would add more bugs into the game. My name is Lewis, I'm the community manager here at Frontier Developments, and in our own time, we like to do live streams where we discuss the game with our wonderful community. So thanks for coming along.
And for those who are worried that we're not fixing bugs, I assure you, I've pretty much spent my last 2 weeks doing nothing but.
I actually thought they were actually talking about shooting Thargoids.
Oh yeah, let's do that.
Well, okay.
You know, it's
Let's
just
have
me.
live stream
you know,
more time killing Thargoids.
killing Thargoids.
Yes.
Oh, dear.
Although they might actually just mean fixing bugs, and we have been.
We'll fix them good and proper.
Oh yes.
Maybe with some of those shiny new toys that we got.
Oh, from the
before
guidance
Christmas.
sites.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Steve, where am I going?
You are going to planet 1E, and you are looking for a Thargoid structure.
Okay.
So it should appear when you are within, a few hundred light seconds of the planet.
A few hundred.
I'm pretty
I
sure.
didn't see nothing. Oh, I'm being interdicted
by somebody.
A human player. Wonderful.
Ah, he's doing it.
No, it's not. It's an NPC.
Unless it's Commander Zauner's for science.
No, it's not. It's the NPC
It's the
that wants what
NPC.
you've got in
Oh,
the
the
cargo bay.
troublesome NPC.
Well, there you go.
Well, let's try and just beat
I'm
him.
just going to have a look at this.
If it was
Long since
an-
good puzzle.
if it was
some
an
back
NPC,
again.
I'd be
Only used for
doomed.
in-game treasure hunts, like the billionaires ones we used to do. Nothing to announce yet, although would like to do some more of those. It's just a question of having time to create them as opposed to kind of working on new content and features. So that we've allocated. So yeah, we will try and plug that into possibly some future CGs, but I'm not promising when because they do take a long time to kind of sort out.
Indeed.
So yeah, but we can sort that out.
For those people asking the same thing over and again in the chat room, by the way, we do read it. Well, it's not just one particular person, but for those who ask the same thing over and again, we are reading it. Honest.
Okay.
There was one question about.
Is that an answer to the question?
I don't know.
No, it was stop spamming us. No, it was the. Somebody was asking about the commodity drop down on the Galaxy map and why the mining only commodities are not included. The reason for that is because they're not purchasable.
They're not purchasable, no.
Same as number of the salvage
if you're
items.
looking in the trade data for those, they are not available because you cannot purchase them at the market. So there is no import export. It is literally just we will pay what it is.
Yes.
Again, if we can note that down and we can have a look to see if there's any
Literally
possible,
top of my list is down
if
here.
there's any possible way we can make that happen, then we will have a look.
The problem is that there are a number of commodities that are not purchasable, and if we include all of them in there, that would be a very, very long list,
Oh, that
which
would be a
would
very
be
long list.
a little bit boring for you to read lots and lots of zeros. So we need to make sure that usability is preserved.
That is. Is Obsidian Orbital repaired now? It is. I believe it.
Yes,
It was.
this
It went
morning.
into repair this morning. So well done to the community
Yes.
for fixing that one. So
Yep.
that's 2 of the previously damaged starports that are now fully repaired and in
Yep.
working order. I
Absolutely.
believe the other one is the Oracle.
Yes, the Oracle was repaired
Last week.
Yes.
Yep. So
Steve, I've approached the planet,
Planet.
and I'm just following other
Have
people now at this point.
you actually used your discovery scanner?
Yes, I have.
Because these are still unexplored,
They are indeed.
so
Yeah,
you
but-
want to actually just
Just scan it normally.
scan it normally.
I thought I had.
Oh, you had already?
Yes.
Right, so yeah, just follow some people down and see if you can find the...
Because currently there's no list of anything
No.
there, so it must be a
Hidden.
location.
No, you
Hidden
need to,
away.
to
Well, this is
get
great.
within the distance of it.
There we go. Minus 35, minus 158.
There you
I
go.
am terrible at this. This is one thing I am absolutely terrible at.
I don't look
Okay,
at the
so you're
I'm
at
not-
minus 35.
Right, so I can stay on that. Stay on that.
You've not...
Don't. Oh no, I'm rubbish. I'm so bad at it. This is actually something that I'd spent a long time doing when I was looking for.
Yeah.
And it's hard. But then everyone else is going down there, so I can see there.
Yeah, space is big.
Yep. For anyone, who's already down there and wants to send out a wing beacon.
Yeah,
That would be really
come
helpful.
on, that'll be really, really helpful for me because I'm useless at following these
Following the
things.
coordinates.
I'm just terrible at it.
Yeah,
And I've-
it's
So it's minus 35,
minus 35.
Minus 130 something.
minus 130 something.
I think that's what that generous community member mentioned in the chat.
Doesn't have a detailed surface scanner. Unfortunately not.
Go and get one.
Currently bought from
Doesn't
material traders
matter.
for credits. So that's an interesting question. So question about the material trader and can we buy materials from them for credits? We wanted to make sure that the material trader is a barter system.
Yes.
So they will trade materials for materials or data for data.
Mm-hmm.
There's no credits involved. So it's intended to be a kind of helping hand trying to find those materials you just can't find rather than a means of making credits. There's, a lot of ways to make credits in the game. The intention for the material trader was they trade in materials and they trade for materials for others. Unfortunately, it's no plan to put any credits or any other currencies into that system. It is a purely barter system.
Yes, it keeps the two systems separate.
Yep.
Yeah. Actually, Shadow Dancer raises a good point.
What's that one?
Missions now have alternative rewards.
They do.
It has been very good fun watching what people have been choosing over the last week or so since that feature went in.
It does actually make you kind of think, okay, what do I actually want
Yes.
from this, rather than just, I'll just take the credits, I'll just take the credits.
Yes.
I know I was trying to boost a particular minor faction, so it's like, right, I'm going to take rep and influence, and just keep churning through those. So
Absolutely. No, it's been, from watching the overall galaxy's point of view, it's been really interesting watching people saying, actually, I'm taking the money, or no, I don't want the money. I'm going to really torture the faction simulation just to see how fast we can push it.
Yeah, but it is quite a nice change to actually have those.
Yes.
It's just a way of being able to expand and give you guys more choice. Give the
Yes.
community more choice of, okay, what do they want, and can we actually do that? So in this instance we could, and it was great.
Yeah,
So,
it gives us some options as well.
yeah.
Is it, just sorry, out of interest, is the panel? Is it supposed to be showing in that panel? to the left?
It should when you get close enough. You
Yes.
shouldn't see it as a contact. You should see it on the planet surface.
Okay, so for some reason it's just not happening for me.
No, you need to look at the planet surface. That's all.
Yeah.
What? Really?
Down.
No, I have looked at the planet surface.
Yeah, you're
No,
very
he's done the right things.
minus 35.
I would
minus
have
158.
I would have expected it to.
Yeah, you're pretty much on top of it. Just head straight for the planet surface now. Drop out of orbital cruise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I am in the right location.
Just go down, and you should be able to see it.
Oh, sorry. Let's make sure that people can see what's
Yeah.
Yeah, that
So
might.
just-
Sorry.
Yes. You
Oh,
don't want
right,
to look at us.
there was a
I was
reason
going
why
to
I
say you're looking at the wrong things.
To be honest, I think you'd be better off looking at these amazing new planet surfaces that our render
Yes.
team have done something frankly
Well, the art
incomprehensible.
team, they've done a cracking job. That's one of the nice things in 3.0.
They just look amazing.
Oh, it's just.
I have no clue how they've done it, but it looks really good.
By the way, while I was away, I picked up a lovely wingman as well, who's, of course, from the Delta Squadron, Taz himself. Thank you, Taz. Hi there. Good to see you.
There we go. Follow Taz. He's heading you right into the.
He's a good lad.
Yeah.
think he's heading into the right way.
Or he's leading on a
Or
He's
he's
leading
leading
on a
on a
wild
wild
goose
goose
chase.
But that's, I mean,
It's an asp. Nobody ever led you wrong in an asp.
there we go. That,
Yeah, that looks.
that's
That big,
that-
giant, shiny looking thing over
the
there in the
big,
distance.
giant, shiny looking thing in the distance.
You can always count
Yeah.
on our wonderful community to help us out. Thank you, Taz. God luck on.
He's got it. So
Thanks,
here we go. Yeah, no, the art guys really did an amazing job, and it's also, I mean, that's the exciting thing about this year. It's just the start of it. So
Yes.
yeah, there's some very, very
Got a
exciting,
whole year of
very, very exciting things that the art guys are working on to do with planets and to do with other things. So yeah, it's really, really cool.
yeah.
I'm very much looking forward to
Yeah. I'm not
being able to
touching.
get that.
However, I'm not touching the dark side of the planet. There be dragons.
Quite possibly.
Yes.
I'm just sorry, going to look at some questions while Ed is flying
Indeed.
towards that. So,
I'm just getting the old boost on.
Yeah. I
So
mean,
it's
you
a
might
bit
be able to
wild.
pop into orbital cruise and back out again.
Yeah, I could do. I'm approaching it quicker than you think.
Yeah.
you are. You're going.
Yeah.
If you were low to the ground, you'd feel the speed you're doing. So
Yeah. I mean, space is big after all.
it is very big.
I wouldn't drive it in an SRV.
No. Although apparently there's a group of there's a badge of honour apparently for people who've circumnavigated planets. So it's apparently
That's crazy.
a hobby
Yeah.
of some people. I've thought about trying it myself, but I have a horrible feeling I would fail miserably.
So for those who just turned up, Steve, I'd like you to
Yeah.
just give us a quick run through of what we're exploring and why we're doing it.
So today, so certain members of the community, I can't remember exactly who you are, so well done, discovered some scientific outposts
Yeah.
called, codenamed the Eagle Eye
Hence the name of
Scientific
the live
Outpost,
stream.
hence the name of the live stream. They discovered that at these locations there were transmitters which were giving out encoded messages.
Look at this thing.
So these
still
encoded
blows me
messages
away.
Yeah.
guide the players to investigate the Thargoid structures that we kind of know about, and that something has changed. There's anomalous signals detected. So we're coming into this particular one in the HIP 16440 system, and we're going to go and investigate and see what we can find.
Yeah, absolutely.
So yeah, I mean these are. Sorry, just watching Ed try.
Looks like there's a queue at the
There's
queue at the gate.
Queue at the gate, but
Yeah.
so this is essentially
there you go.
continued investigation
Yeah.
on part of Aegis
Yes.
to help us understand and work out what the Thargoids are doing. Aid us in the defence against the Thargoids, and
Right.
basically see how the narrative progresses.
Yeah. You might need some cargo in that SRV, Ed.
Oh, I need to switch. Sorry, I forgot to
Don't drive
transfer
off,
the
don't
car.
drive off.
Back it up.
No, I'm trying. Yeah, there you go. I didn't realise I could go straight back into the thing.
Indeed.
Yeah, transfer cargo.
Yeah.
Yep. there you go.
Oh, thank you for sorry,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
reminding me at the
that's-
right
that's-
time. Yeah.
yeah,
Okay,
no,
so I
that's
can
all good.
put these back both into my.
Yes, you should be able to put those
Okay.
both into your SRV.
Voila.
Yeah.
Transfer, hit the transfer
There you
button.
go.
Voila. Right, because, so obviously we've got a limited amount of time because
Toxic
Thargoid stuff
corrosion.
is toxic.
Yeah. That stuff rots your hull.
It does rot your hull and your stomach.
Yeah. Yeah. Don't chew on the Thargoid remains.
No, I wouldn't.
Greetings.
So we want to go the other left. There you go.
There you
Go the-
Hey Taz, thank you so much for being such a great.
go. Yeah.
Greetings, Commander.
Yes,
Greetings, all the
it's all
commanders
good.
who are here tonight.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining us.
SRV Central.
So we've
Let's go in.
brought some we brought some Thargoid goodies to play at the
Spooky.
Thargoid structure.
But I might put the volume up a little louder because the music around here was so cool. So if you
very cool.
So,
yeah.
and a couple of people have been talking about player minor faction submissions. That is something we're actively considering. I've got nothing to announce just now, but it is.
Oh, it's so cool. This stuff's so cool. Sorry, carry on. Keep going. Sorry.
Player factions are really exciting, but I don't think they're quite as cool as the
it's
insides of these
functions
structures.
of these structures that
Yeah,
really,
they're
really
really
cool.
Very cool.
So, for those people who are waiting, we know you're waiting, and we are actively working on some things that we're not quite ready to talk about just now.
But yeah, things are in the pipeline.
Oh yes, they're under active consideration, as Humphrey once said.
Yes.
So I don't know my way around these things.
Well, take a right
Yeah.
just after these scavengers.
Yes.
Can they go away?
They're
They
all
make
right.
me-
They're fine. They
they
make you
very
nervous.
nervous.
Don't worry about
When
them.
they like
No, they don't bite.
They don't bite
they're doing the
much.
whole vomiting thing on the
Yeah,
floor.
well,
it's
just-
weird.
yeah,
Can you excuse me?
Just push
drive
it out of
round
the
it.
way.
Excuse me.
Don't push it. That's not very nice.
Space is big.
It's not big enough. Clearly, it's blocking my entrance. Get out of the way. Get out of my way.
You could have
strange
driven
old
around
creature
it.
thing.
Yeah, come to my house and just
I'm not
drive
gonna-
in.
I'm not trying not to kill
run me
stuff.
over.
Well, as long as you wipe your feet on the carpet.
Oh, this is terrible.
I hope you're not running over the eggs. Exactly. I'm
No.
doing my best not to use it. Thank
No,
you.
no,
I was
don't-
just about to point
Don't
out.
run over. Yeah, don't run over those. They
Right.
They tend to go boom. Okay.
So
we
again,
are.
to summarise,
Yes.
they found a station
Yes,
called Eagle Eye,
they found a number of them. Yes,
and within that pointed you to a code.
there was a
Little mini puzzle.
transmitter at each
Yeah.
one of those,
Yeah.
which transmits a code at a certain time of day.
Mm-hmm.
Well, a certain time within the hour.
Yeah.
So those codes have led us to these
Sites.
sites
Yep.
with the message
These are new sites.
that well, no, these are existing
Newly,
Thargoid sites.
newly discovered
Yeah.
Thargoid sites, or they've been discovered.
No, they've been
before?
discovered before.
Yeah, players already know that.
Yeah, they've well documented.
Oh, so you just okay.
You can follow
So-
the tyre tracks.
So
here.
yeah, so what have you put? So yeah, and that message basically
Yeah.
said there are some anomalous signals we've detected from these, which we've been Aegis has been trying to monitor to see what the Thargoids are up to.
Okay.
Please go and investigate.
Yep.
It's urgent. So we want.
So there's a
We
sense of
basically
urgency.
Aegis are asking the players and the galactic community to go and investigate these particular sites which are having these messages.
Oh, press the wrong button. Different controls on the
that's it.
Xbox One.
So
Which one's that one?
that one is the Thargoid sensor.
Okay, so you need me to then.
I need you to drop a Thargoid sensor into
my
that.
inventory.
That is there.
And I am going to jettison.
Yep, it doesn't matter.
Right,
They
now,
won't-
now look up again.
And that should.
Was it supposed to reverse in, or was it supposed to go
No,
forward?
you're meant to go forward.
Yeah.
I
Yes,
think you
John
probably
Hodges,
dropped
this
it
is in the
slightly
game
out the
right
back.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is in the game, live game right
Scoop
now
it up
today.
again.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, cargo
Yes.
scoop.
What's wrong with me? What's so I usually do.
Cargo
I
scoop.
think that but I usually would do the B button, but for some reason it's different in the controls right now for me, which is great. So great.
Functions, cargo scoop.
So functions. Thank you very much. There we go. It's different buttons for me right now for some reason.
So yes.
Did I pick that up?
Yeah, yeah.
Was it not? No, I didn't lock onto it. Hold on.
Oh no, it's still there.
Don't pick it up, Taz. What is happening?
You pressed your turret.
No, I have.
Yeah. You pushed the wrong button.
Yeah.
No, I swear that. Gosh, I swear this controller is not playing with me properly. Right, hold on, let me.
Have you got Thargoids in your Xbox pad as well?
Yeah.
No. Why is it not locking onto that?
Press the A button.
Yeah.
I am. Oh yeah, go on,
I'm
go
going.
on. Do that. Do that backseat driving, Steve. Classic backseat driving.
Don't look at me. I can't drive.
See?
on the
Oh, you
joypad.
yeah. See, you're having a great time with it, aren't you? I'm telling you, the controls have gone funny.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Who's been fiddling with your controls?
No one's fiddling my controls. I swear. Stop knocking into us.
Yeah.
Gosh.
Yeah, you're.
Don't shoot people.
Yeah, well.
Stop shooting Taz.
Taz can handle it.
No, he can't. Right, it's all gone horribly wrong, ladies and
That's
gentlemen. The controls are breaking. The controls are turning against us.
Yeah.
I lost his temper then. No, I didn't put any fans.
No, it's fine. Could somebody please scoop
Do
that?
it. Just pop it in
Scoop
there.
it up and pop it on the
in
pad.
there,
Yeah,
Taz.
it's,
Yeah, I think the
Thank you,
controller
Tim.
might be malfunctioning. If
Thank you,
I'm completely
Taz.
honest with you. Let's go to here really quickly
Drive
while
assist,
we
that's
work it out.
well, I don't know what that's doing because that's not doing anything.
No.
Handbrakes on.
think you can't
Shoot
go
some
skip
players. Just shoot everything. It's all gone. It's all gone insane. Have they done it? Have
Yes.
they've done the thing that we need them to do?
Yeah.
Well, thanks.
So
Well,
I'm
we
going to
need.
give you the controller back.
Yeah. So we put the turret away. There is one more Thargoid probe in your inventory that we need to put on the pad head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'll try and do that.
Yeah. So
Maybe
we
it
have a link
Thank you.
Yes.
and we have a
That's
artifact
what's
or
going
a
on.
sensor. Sorry.
Right. So which one is the other one? I
So
need to go
this
to?
is the probe. We
Oh,
want to
now
drop it.
you've set it to you changed it to. Okay.
Yeah. So
this
that
one
one there.
Yeah.
So left a bit
Yeah,
and then
yeah, I know.
into the pad.
Yeah.
You can tell when you're in the right place because your cockpit will be glowing green.
Steve starts backseat driving.
Yeah.
What I'm most thrilled about, ladies and gentlemen, is that you tried to fit.
It
didn't work.
No, it doesn't work.
No,
Okay,
there we go.
So that's a
So
little
stop.
bit
We're
more.
backing up a bit.
Yeah.
Backing up a bit.
A little
Backing
bit
up a bit.
There.
Yeah, roughly there.
Can I go back a little more?
You can.
Okay. Is that okay?
Yeah, eject.
Eject. It
Yeah.
was. You thought it was fine last time, and it wasn't.
I did.
Yeah.
Okay, I can't see anything.
No,
Yeah,
left
so
a bit.
now things are malfunctioning.
There you
It's,
go.
it's a bit.
Is things going weird, right?
Yeah. Perfect.
Not just me. And then,
And there we go.
There we go.
Okay, so
yes, got it.
Toggle
That's
to
it.
down.
there we go.
So we should now be able to scan the
That's-
Thargoid device.
This is where it gets really pretty.
This is where it gets really
Oh, well.
pretty.
Yeah.
Okay, so I can. Do I need to scan it specifically with
Yeah.
my?
So
data link
use a
scanner?
data link scanner.
Okay.
Have you equipped your data link scanner to a file
it's-
group?
Yeah, it's
Yep,
on the left
cool.
hand thing. Can I do it from the
Yeah, do it
Yes.
from the turret. It's
and then I will
might
do.
need to be a tad closer, but no, you did. Cool.
And there we go.
Boom.
It's all very exciting, all
So-
very pretty.
So yeah, this has.
You know,
If anyone hasn't witnessed these things before, I'm sorry, we may have spoiled it, but yeah, this is basically we've activated a Thargo device which has sent us some signals and has displayed a beautiful star map.
absolutely. However, our SRV's computer has picked up a couple of bits of information from it.
It has.
I'm just looking at the pretty stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, so, I
So
can
we have got some signals, I believe.
unless I didn't finish
Unless someone else scanned it
Yes.
before you.
before I did. Okay.
So
That's
Taz,
fine, that's absolutely fine.
Taz may have the signals.
So cool. So what signals
Yes.
would he received?
So Taz will have received a number of signals that
Can we not scan it as well, though?
we would have to
Oh, yeah,
replace
okay.
everything and put it back in again.
Gotcha.
So yeah, Taz will have received a bunch of signals
Yeah.
for to basically use to decipher what the Thargoids are up to.
Yes.
So previously, and for some other sites, these have been pointing at places of Thargoid interest.
Yes.
So other imprint sites and things, other structure sites and things like that. We have to. It might be me, yeah. So it might have been Commander Cletus.
There's a few people said it might have
Yeah,
been me.
might have been me.
Sorry,
It might have been me,
My bad.
sorry.
It seems to be everyone's.
In
mistake.
any case,
In any case, whoever scanned it basically has these
That's
signals.
fine, that's
These
fine.
signals point to place of Thargoid interest, and
Yeah.
that is what we now need to find out. What are the Thargoids interested in?
yes.
Okay, well, just
And that's where we are.
and that's it. And that's where we're up to.
That's
so,
where we're up to.
So-
interestingly,
Yes.
it absolutely is not broken. This is the thing. Like, we don't specifically need to see those signals to explain the situation to you,
No,
and to explain how it
and
works to you.
to some
And I like
instances,
doing
it's
these
kind of
things in
better
live,
that we
in
don't.
open, because I like lots of people being around and
Yes.
joining us for the adventure. It's
Yes.
a lot of fun,
It is
and
good fun.
I just love having you guys. Come and join us in these streams, and no one killed me this time, which is I'm sure. I'm
there's
sure
there's
that's
time.
enticing everybody
There's
to come
time
get me.
yet.
So as you were saying, Dav, before I interrupted.
I was just
you.
going to say that some people are saying that this is a recap. It's something they've all seen before.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think we
Yes.
can agree
Yeah.
that they've seen this mechanic before.
Yes, they've seen. I mean, we've used the Thargoid device and the Thargoid structures before, but as we say, we've one thing we do is these are all building blocks for us. So while we've used these building blocks before,
Yes.
we may not have used them in this way before.
Yes.
So there is something to discover. There is something that you guys as a community are going to need to do. So this is something that we're not going to say any more than that.
No, that would be spoilers.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But
So,
yeah.
so there is a mystery at the heart of all this. And
There
it's
is
still to be
something
uncovered by the
there's
community.
something to discover,
Yes.
and it's basically it's a continuation of what's been happening over the last few
Indeed.
weeks and months.
But
So,
the Thargoids, I would say, are responding to what the players are doing.
they are responding to what the players are doing. Yes, so yes, there are things like that, and no more,
Okay.
no more, no secret hands, no nothing.
No,
Very
no.
cool. No, that's
All
absolutely fine.
That's it. Indeed.
And Dav, you've made a few notes. I know that these are things that you want to report back to the dev team and stuff
Yeah,
like that.
so one of the key things for a live stream for us is seeing what what are the topics of interest to people in the live stream? There are some questions we can answer, there's some questions we maybe can't answer. Some of them are just points, and that's fine. It's absolutely good to read everybody's opinion.
Yeah.
So there's a few things that we can just take back, have a word with our production team, make sure that everything is on their to-do list, on our collective to-do lists. Because what, from our point of view, is if one thing is affecting one person in a way that's giving them a bad experience, and they've taken the trouble to tell us about it, the one thing we can assume is it's affecting more than just that one person. So whenever a support ticket goes in saying, oh, this didn't go well for me, please can you give me so-and-so, we then look at that across everybody and fix it for everybody rather than just for that one person asking at that one time. So this is kind of very much part of the post-release process.
Yeah, definitely. And yeah, I mean, as I said, we also look at the forums, we also look at various other social medias. This is just one place where we can reach out to you guys and say, yeah, please do.
Yeah, definitely.
Do
and
ask us questions. One thing. So yeah, I mean, it's very useful, and we can actually take the chat and have a look and pass it on to
and we always do, especially now that there's chat replay in YouTube. There's a new feature called Chat Replay. You can watch it back now and see what everyone's saying, which is really, really good for us. I want to say a big thank you to everyone who's come along today, and a reminder that today and these live streams aren't always about bringing you the most up-to-date news about Elite Dangerous and the future of Elite Dangerous and the future of what we're
There's so much in now that
exactly. So sometimes they have to be about reporting on what's going on now, what the community's up to, and that's more about what today was all about. We're reporting on what's been found, and also bringing more people's attention to what has been found and what is going on in the Elite Dangerous Galaxy. We did with the Guardians last week as well. We did it with this week. In future, we'll be doing live streams such as Discovery Scanner, where we're going to be going deep behind the scenes, and Will and I are working on bringing that back as soon as possible. We'll be doing live streams where we focus on community groups. So Will is going to be doing an Educate and Ed style thing, where he joins up with community groups to sort of learn the ropes with them, but maybe some groups that we've not yet spent time with, or maybe some old favourites as well.
Yes.
We also have the Q&A live streams that we will be doing as well about the future of the game, and that's not to say when we do have more content coming, we will be streaming and we will be showing it all off. So these streams are about engaging with you guys and spending time with you as well, and now somebody's trying to do flips over my ship.
Indeed. Can I just
of course you
dive
may.
in at
Please
this one
do.
point, please? So,
speak faster. I can if you want. I can actually go really fast if you want me to.
So
don't be confused.
I'm just going to address Commander Paroxysm directly in the chat, who said who had a fear that their player faction application was not being processed. I would like to say that player faction applications are being processed. If nothing's happened and you haven't heard from us a while, please make sure that we know how to get in contact with you. It might be that what you've asked for isn't possible for whatever reason, and if we then can't iterate that with you to say you can't have this, can you choose another 3-star systems, then that might be why it's stalled. It might be because it's either in the queue, and we do process the queue, there's a regular process, it is going down, but as you might imagine, it keeps growing. It's first come, first served. And it might be that that something has meant that we cannot process it with the information that we have, and we need to talk with you about maybe changing some things about it. And unless we can get in contact with you directly through Brett and the rest of the community team, that might be why nothing's happened. But we are working on it. We do hear you.
Absolutely.
Definitely. So I'm just looking to see.
No, it's okay. No, and these are all very strong points. Thanks, Dav. And of course, we've very much seen all of the feedback that's come through this last week or so. There are so many different moving parts of Elite Dangerous, and it takes a long time to get everything absolutely perfect. So we just want this to be the best possible game that we can get.
I can answer
work with you to
one
get
question.
I've
just absolutely. I think we can both answer.
Flux McPhee. Okay. So chain missions. He's asked, are chain missions still being worked on? All missions are still being worked on, as well as all scenarios and various other things. We kind of never stop working on them. So we're always trying to improve them and make them better. We're always trying to fix any issues we have. But yes, they are still being worked on. We have nothing to announce just yet, but I can tell you there are some very exciting things coming.
And somebody else asked, they said they were an alpha backer, were you? I can say yes.
I was actually a beta backer.
However,
I was a beta backer.
You got my code for free.
Yes.
Yeah. That's because you're famous.
Famous
people get stuff for free.
That certainly wasn't at the time. Certainly not now.
No, I was a beta backer. Were my older brother was an alpha backer. My dad's a beta backer, and my younger brother, he plays on PS4.
Yep.
So we've just got him into Elite as well. So yeah. it's a family affair. It's all good.
Yeah.
It's, there's a family affair.
Apparently, someone needs to shoot Ed because it's not a live stream if Ed doesn't
I
get
don't
blown
die,
up.
So if anyone wants to get the kill,
Run away.
if anyone wants to get the kill on the
They have
SRV,
to come in. They have to come inside and get you.
Yes, they come and get me.
Okay,
So, we've got
So
2
Byte
minutes
Laser was
remaining.
saying issue with repairing the Pleiades stations and supply run counting for 1 ton. If so, having seen the code that implements that, I can't think how that would happen. But if it is something you've noticed, please do raise a bug on the bug forums with maybe your commander name, maybe the time that you sold the cargo, and then that's something that we can investigate in particular. But if it's been a problem for you, do please let us know. Otherwise, we can't investigate.
Yep, we can. Well, certainly have a look and see what we can
Yes.
dig up.
Absolutely.
So, yeah.
My ship is under attack. This might be a first for the live streams where I watch my own ship get blown up. So let's go and find out.
So does it count if you're not in
if
your
I'm not
ship?
in it, I don't know.
I don't know.
I'm not really sure.
Although that could be
squash
the
some
whole.
eggs, I'm so sorry. Where's the exit?
Well,
This
it'll
way.
be on the
Yes.
right hand side. You
Yeah.
turn left, so it'll be on the right hand side.
I'm aware of that much. Come on, get out of the way. Get out of the way, little foggy beast.
Reverse.
Yeah.
Come on, it's alright.
You could dismiss your ship.
No, I
Just
don't mind
dismiss
it being blown up.
Okay.
Oh, reverse. Oh,
Yeah.
come on, get out of the way. Crazy little critters.
Indeed.
There
Commander
you are.
Excalibur did ask
Somewhere.
about how many threads the game takes up on his CPU core. I would love to be able to answer that, but it's far too complicated for the likes of me.
Yeah,
I have
I've
once
no
seen
idea.
how.
Really?
Yeah,
Even you?
well, I've seen a little bit about how Frontier's Cobra engine handles background worker threads, and then
Yes.
gave up. We have
Yes.
clever people for the likes of that.
You are
work.
very clever. You're the cleverest.
Donald and David Stott, where we ask the questions. I'm afraid I don't have a little glockenspiel.
No.
That's
We
a
could
Vic-
get you a little Gothic spiel. if
And
you
for
want.
those, and for the other 99% of
We
the
could
chat,
get one.
that's a Vic Rees and Bob Mortimer
Mortimer,
reference
yeah.
from about 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Guys, I'm being destroyed.
You're being destroyed. Well, it's a proper live stream then.
Yeah.
You drive as badly as you fly. Thanks very much. Thanks very much, Percy. Gosh, I tell you what, right?
Yeah.
I'm actually not bad at this game. It's just very difficult to do so live on a. It's never easy to especially in front of a group of people who are incredible at playing the game.
Yeah.
Anyway, as I predicted,
Yeah.
goodbye.
That yellow laser didn't look like a
Goodbye,
happy thing to
everyone.
see.
No, it didn't.
Oh dear.
Might take a little while.
Whoa, that was a hell of an
hello,
explosion.
And
Well, it just goes to show how good the chieftain is. It even blows up in style.
as we, yep, there we go. It wouldn't have been a live stream if I didn't get blown up. So thank you, everybody.
That's right.
Oh, crumbs, Ed says Howard Shortley. That's right. It's
Yeah.
absolutely. Thank you so much.
It's an official live stream. It got blown up.
And Revian said, "Oh, crumbs." It's always going to be the case.
It's always going to be the case.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm all right. I'm getting better at Elite Dangerous. Just not on live streams. It's tough. All right. Anyway, doesn't matter. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much.
Sorry, I was reading the chat.
There's a
Yeah,
there's
apologies
a
for
lot
seeing
of
our left-hand
Yeah,
side
we're
here.
just doing that
Yes.
quite a lot.
It's okay.
Very
We
sorry.
should talk to you through the camera, not looking at all the fun stuff in the live stream.
Look, there's a lot going on. There's never been a better time to be an Elite Dangerous player.
Absolutely.
And
No, I think
that's-
it's
a super exciting time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There are, with 3.0, I think, some absolutely awesome changes and improvements.
Yes.
And there's going to be even more coming as well throughout this year. 3.0
There
is
are.
just the start. That's important to remind people.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to be starting with the Focus Feedback Forum soon as well.
Okay.
Sandy's going to be making some
Back into
posts
those.
within a couple of weeks or within a few weeks that addresses the future features that are coming as part of Beyond. And we're very excited to share those with you. And there's going to be lots of time in between when we post those and when we implement these features as well, meaning that your feedback will be absolutely invaluable. So please do stick with us. We'll do live streams where we talk about all those sorts of things.
Yeah.
But of course, while that's happening, there are going to be things that need to be changed and then improved and then
Tweaked,
rebalanced and
yeah.
tweaked.
Yes.
Yeah,
Please
there
bear
always
with
are.
us while those things happen.
There always are.
They really are, which is a lot of
Yeah.
what my team have been up to for the last couple of weeks, and I expect we'll be up to for the next couple of weeks.
Yeah, brilliant.
Yeah, it's all coming along.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Dav.
Thank you for having me. It's always good fun, as always, to talk to the
Will
community.
you come back again?
In a bit.
Thank you so much, Steve.
Hello.
And thank you so
That's
much to
been
the
a pleasure.
community. And thank you so much to the moderators as well, who've been awesome tonight. Been really appreciating your help in the chat as well.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Take it easy, and we're off to go and have another cup of tea.
Cup of tea.
Indeed.
See you soon.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.